Today we have Shilpa Solanki, Director and Founder Principal, the Harmony Tree Preschool and Learning Center. She will be displaying every bit of today's literacy and numeracy via games. So I promise you, probably we need to move the chairs, we need to move the tables, and this room needs to get busy and moving. Over to you, Shilpa. Thank you so much for coming over.
Audible? Lovely. It's going to be a bit hard because you've not had a coffee break. How many dying for coffee? I know I am. But we're going to combine that with lunch. Before we get started, just a moment of closing your eyes. Let's just center ourselves because we've had such a thought-provoking, stimulating morning. A lot of food for our brains, minds, souls. So just close your eyes. Take 3 deep breaths. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. And breathe in and breathe out. Lovely. This is your only moment of peace and quiet, after which there will be none. I'm welcoming you to an utterly orderly chaos. Bear with us with the space, but you know what? On a positive side, it's great because our classrooms are like this. And we cannot complain. I can't play games because I have no room. I can't play games because there's too many children or too much furniture. We have it all today. And yet we're going to figure out playing games. We have to switch gears. Our heads are heavy, but we will, because that's what children do as well, right? From a very serious history, geometry, suddenly on the playground playing football. So we will be able to make that switch. Are we ready?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
So today together, for the next 45 minutes, we are going to unlock literacy and numeracy games, via games of course. I'm going to get done with the PPT whenever it gets on, just exactly in 2 seconds. After that, it's pretty inconsequential, so you may not even look at it because we have all the material there. For some of you who've been curious about what's happening there, there's a little trousseau which will unravel in front of you. We had an option first to do it as demonstration because the crowd was large, but we said no one should miss out from touching, playing, Tod for Jod themselves, so there is 100 material for each. I hope we're not 101. If you're 101, then we be nice and we share. Games, as you know. Let me first quickly introduce myself, Shilpa, and we have Roshan. Can hide quite easily. We're from Pune, and okay, I can skip that, move on. Azila, who's doing the PPT so I can have eye contact? Okay, move on. Just getting done with spelling out why games are important. Games are fun and captivating, as we all know. They are great to bring in contextual learning and to help make abstract concepts more tangible and more relatable. Games help to bring the entire body in learning, and all your learning styles get catered to. I'm on the next slide. Great for collaboration, great for communication, for problem solving, for strategic thinking. A lot of it you would already know. Next. What we don't sometimes know is games give immediate feedback. So we know whether we did well, we didn't do well, what got missed out. A lot of times, you know, if you've seen a child on a football ground, just when they've hit the goal and it's not gone right, whoa, I wish I'd done it like that. Because there's immediate feedback on how you could have done it better. It gives repetition because children, especially in the early years, love repetition. It gives choice and voice. We talked a lot about choice and voice since morning. Games absolutely bring it on the table for the children, and of course work with attention and work with higher order thinking skills. The Tod for Jod next slide, fits in so beautifully with games because both talk about critical thinking, strategic thinking, logical thinking, problem solving, putting abstract concepts in application and in real world use. So for all these reasons, play more games, just like we're going to do now. Before I get started, I need a little reorganization of the room and the furniture. Please don't count this in my 5 minutes, ma'am. Alright, first thing first, all bags can be hung on the chair or under the chair, under the table. We want to clear the tables. All empty bottles, again under the table. For lack of time, not getting you to move, to put it in a bin. We really don't need books because your books are going to be taken away by somebody who will visit your table soon. So if you can tuck them in somewhere, in your bags I'm guessing, that would be great. And we definitely don't need mobile phones. So tuck them in your bags. I'm warning you, it's a disclaimer, there will be so much movement, you may not be able to find your phone or your shoes. So hold on to them, don't put shoes in your bag, but definitely put the phones in your bag. Lovely. Now the table looks pretty clean. Awesome. Keep the center free. So move the bottles and a beautiful glass jar a little on the side. And you will find 3 yellow badges. Yes? Found? Yes. Fantastic. One person where the team leader. The team leader's job is to ensure everyone on the table is participating. Some of them saying, मैं games नहीं खेलता हूँ या मैं नहीं खेलती हूँ. I am the principal of a school and I'm not going to do these silly things. Team leader, you're going to make them do the silly things. Okay? So team leader's job is to ensure full group participation. Awesome. We need more people here from the back. I'm going to come. That's my next step.
Also,
aligning numbers. Next one is materials manager. Anyone who's had breakfast this morning, really well, because that person is going to move a lot, and I prefer that that person is sitting in the front so that there's quick movement from your table. So we need a materials manager. Wear the badge. Lovely. You don't want to be materials manager?
I just want to add that each group should have at least 10 people.
I'm coming to them.
So yeah, if they're missing it.
Alright, the last one is a timekeeper. Okay, because each of the games are roughly timed at 3 minutes. We're going to pack in 17 games in the 40 minutes. 3 minutes per game. So bhagna padega. Timekeeper, you have to be this nagging person. Time ho gaya, jaldi karo. Time ho gaya, jaldi karo. Anyone who likes nagging, just wear the badge. Fantastic. Now we're doing numbers. Roshan, Okay. Now we're doing numbers. Table people, all those who came early and got a fantastic table and view. Great job. But now, be kind and make a little room for some more people. Every table, try and adjust 8, 9, 10 people if you can. Maybe 10 is too ambitious. Maybe 8 or 9. Come forward with your chair. And if you're okay, the back tables to stand around a table, that's fine too. You can totally stand, but be around a table. That corner, are you around the table? This table is very free. Come forward. Are you scared of these national committee people? Please smile. Ma'am, please smile. Lovely. Join. Give me the chair. Okay. Now before the game starts, I'm going to introduce you hear this sound, you look at me. When you hear this sound, you sit down somewhere on the floor, wherever, or somebody else. But you sit down. Okay? Alright. When you hear this, look at me. Look at you. Look at me. When you hear this, sit down somewhere. Like I said, on somebody's lap. Okay? Sit down somewhere. But.
Sit down.
When you hear this, you completely freeze. Stop. Whatever you're doing, you don't talk, you don't move, you don't make noise. You don't finish up your game. So this is the ultimate stopper. Alright? Yeah. Quick. Look. Sit. That freeze. Lovely. Now this little one here, it's a polite shut up. Okay, so if a table's too noisy, we come in. Clear? Because we want healthy noise, but we don't want noise that is not letting us play the game. Hence, all these things. Others don't matter. I think in one game we have some team has to run for a buzzer. If that does come along, then we have a buzzer.
Okay.
Ready?
Yes.
You are going to stand and play the game?
Yes.
Comfortable?
Yeah.
Alright? Anyway, those that are sitting very, very proudly are not going to be sitting too long. So we're going to make them move. So we all have turns to sit down. Alright. We have packed 3 literacy games, 3 numeracy games for everybody to experience all of it. We are ending with something called a mixed bag, in which each table is going to experience a different game. The only way to bring in more. Alright? So that's the format. We're going to start with a game called A to Z Express. It's not on the PPT. Groups. This game will expect you to stand around your table. Roshan, you have to do the distribution without sound. And Roshan will come here enough. She'll come around. In this game, you're going to scavenge. Sorry. We're playing A to Z Express. In this game, have you heard of speed dating?
Yes.
Have you heard of speed dating? Yes. Okay, don't get too excited. It's not speed dating. The only word we're borrowing from there is speed. So, it's speed reading. There is a sheet on which there are actions to be done in A to Z order. The group is going to speed read. One person takes on speed reading. A, add 5 to 14, do it. B, bow down and touch the ground, do it. C, crawl, 2 steps ahead, do it. And that's the speed you're going to speak in, read in, do the action. What will the team leader do? Ensure everybody is doing, except if you have a knee injury. It's coming. Sheets, please.
I've given them all out.
Yeah.
Here, take this one.
Alright, join another table. There were 10 sheets.
Yeah, 10 sheets.
Maybe there are 11 tables. But this is okay. Just join for this game. Can you all be so loud that they can join you? Alright, your time starts now. tell you, you are last. You're doing it so
We are proud to be the best in the
is a, I was going to say pitara, but it's a bag. Okay, we'll call it a pitara. Take groups again. Make sure you are materials manager very quietly crawl and make sure you get your bag. You okay, do not open. Okay, open mat karo, thoda manners please. Okay, lovely. Now let me explain the code because that's a bit complex. Okay.
What will you do?
I'm also saving my voice. As you see, it's a bad day to get back. Okay. In the bag, there are many games. Okay. They have a code. We've kept it very simple. Materials manager only have the privilege to peek in and take out a packet called L1. And it doesn't matter what group number you are. Absolutely doesn't matter. Just dig in and look for L for lollipop. People at the back, please come forward and join them so you're part of a group. We want you to be part of the group, please. So just come. Doesn't matter. We're going to enjoy the chaos. Some more can come here. L1. Okay. There's also an L1 instruction sheet. There's an L1 instruction sheet. Okay? The instruction sheet is quite self-explanatory. You can start reading. This is it, man. This is it. Okay. Read the scavenge and build. And we'll come around to see if you have any doubts. The instruction already written. There is a letter. You are working with building sounds. You open out the plate in a web. Open out the plate in a web. In one plate you write word starting with M
and pencil on the paper.
Team, you were super.
Roshan, this is going to make someone fall. All right. Brilliant. Okay, for all the groups who did it, give yourself a big aha.
Okay, one little bit of a tragedy. Because the task was L1 and coincidentally that group got L as the letter. So they got confused and for some reason they picked B.
No problem. होता है बड़े-बड़े शहरों में. Okay. Now you're going to hear my.
We found it.
Okay. When you hear this, freeze. I'm going to train you again. When you hear this, freeze. Super. Lovely. Now, nicely tuck that away in the bag. Clear up your table again, and I'll tell you what package to take out. Materials manager, get ready to take out a packet called L2. Literacy game 2. L2 only, and the L2 instruction. Put the L1 in your bag. Put the L1 in your bag. Put the L1 in your bag. Take out L2. Okay. All right. Eyes on me. Quick eyes on me. Quick eyes on me. It says orbit. Quick. Okay. Guys, one moment. Eyes on me. It says orbit, but do not burp. We don't want to know what to eat this morning. Okay? Read the task carefully. You take out words from a straw, as many as you can. Everyone take a paper plate. Everyone take a paper plate. And everyone take a straw. Turn your words upside down.
Take a paper plate, take a
Lay the sheet. Lay the folded sheet.
Take a paper plate, take a straw, turn your words upside down. Yes, done.
Paper plate, straw, turn your words upside down. I'm repeating. Everyone take a paper plate, turn the words upside down, and collect as many words as you can. Collect as many words as you can by slurping the words. Take a straw, slurp words, and put them in your paper plate. Collect them in your paper plate. Take words and collect them in your paper plate. Everyone doing that, Roshan? All right. Collect as many as you can. As many as you can. Okay. Now when I count 3, all hands up. 1, 2, and 3. Hands up. Hands up and zip your mouth. One quick instruction. Okay, guys. Now that you slurped the words, Roshan, some groups are talking. Middle group. Hands up, hands up, hands up. Okay, all hands up, all hands up, all hands up. And we're going to listen to the instruction. Hands up, hands up, hands up, hands up, hands up. Lovely. Now, please listen. All the extra words that are scattered will get collected and put in a little packet. With the words you collected in your paper plates, you didn't collect? We collected all. But you'll keep it in your paper. Okay, assume you got all. Open a sheet with ruled lines. There are 4. You see a folded sheet. Open it up. Now make 4 sentences. Make 4 wonderful. I love how you follow instructions. Lovely. Materials manager, clear up please. Very nice. Let me quickly do a quick check. Having fun? Yes. Okay.
Shilpa, who got scavenger mail?
You know this little game is a bit too much. They're really fast and they're getting all the tasks. We're going to wait for the getting raisins to eat.
We give them gems.
We got gems and toys. Okay. Now.
मैंगो क्लास में बच्चे खा रहे हैं।
वो क्लास में बच्चे खा रहे हैं, इस क्लास में हम आवाज भी करते हैं। ओके रेडी ओके this time you're not feeling loved enough. You first get a hug.
Three students have started crying in the background.
No. Raisins are coming for everyone. Alright. Now we're going on to another quick game. Numeracy. Okay? This is slightly challenging. Roshan, the blue part. You know you play Fire on the Mountain? Yeah. Okay. I would have loved for us to run around everywhere, but for the space constraint, we'll do it around the groups. It's a bit challenging and I'll tell you why. Because I am not calling out numbers. I'm showing you this. And I'll flash it only for a wee bit quick second. You quickly mental count. Know how many and make groups of it. But I'm not going to ask you to make groups. I'm going to ask you to make groups of your hands. So if I say 6, how many hands will show up? 6. If there are 6 people, how many each? 1. If I say 8 out of the 6 people, 2 people with 2 hands.
And other people with
Okay,
one hand.
so I'm twisting this only because of the seating that we are in. This was the original game, but what the hell? Okay, I'm gonna flash this. I'm gonna get on the stage. I'm gonna flash this for a very short while. If you don't pay attention, I see some very clever people taking on their phones. Clever, but classroom में phones नहीं होता है. Okay. First one, simple. Oh, you're not supposed to say that. Aloud. Okay. Put 6 hands on the table. Next. Very good. Okay. Close your eyes. Open your eyes. What's the number? 7. Did you put 7 hands? Okay, now because you are so smart, I'm going to flash it for very little time. Please clap for this table. I must not fall. 11. Who did that? Oh, wow. Okay. Now we're moving on. Down. Everyone together on the count of 3. I didn't do the count of 3. Okay. All right. Now, materials manager, please take out a packet called N2 and N3.
N2, N3.
N2
Same
and 3.
packet. It's
10
the
minutes,
same
ma'am.
packet. N2,
Adilya, 10 minutes नहीं रहा. मेरा furniture में था. Only N2. Okay. Take a paper plane. Solve the sum that's written on it. Then write a sum of your own. Write a sum of your own. And then when I count 3, that time we Okay? Abhi just solve. Take a paper plane. A2 packet. A2. Take a paper plane. Solve the sum. Solve the sum. Two. You don't have to open the plane. You have to open the plane. On the other side, write your own sum. Okay. On the count of three, slowly find another one and do the sum. One. Find another one and solve it. Okay, write another sum. Don't open the file. Don't open it. Close it. Write another sum somewhere. Okay. Made another sum. We will count out of three. Once again. 1, 2, 3. And solve the sum. In the freeze, we don't talk, we don't move. Center table. I know you're looking very pretty. Shush. Very good. Roshan, please पहले उनको कुछ दो and zip. Second, now we're skipping the crown game. It was for patterning but doesn't matter. So don't open your entry packet. Materials manager, timekeeper and leader, quickly clean your table and put all the contents in the brown bag. Put all the contents that you got in the brown bag. Because we're going to go to a mixed bag fun thing. Okay. Roshan, this time we don't give material before instruction. And that's also a rule in class. Instruction first, material later, otherwise everyone is distracted. Okay. When your table is clear, you will sit down calmly and wait for your game to come to you. Now this one is interesting because every table has a brand new game. No game is like the other team's game. Now because we don't have time, we will play the game that we get completely. After which, if they permit, for another 5 minutes, just walk around to say who got what, because you're always curious. Uski kameez, mere kameez se safed kaise? So we will peep and see unko kya game mila, because we want you to know more games. Otherwise, lunchtime. Have this conversation. What was your game? What did you have to do? So that's also okay. Roshan, 1 minute. Everyone clear?
Yes.
It's a mixed bag. Each game takes another pace and time, so you're not competing against each other. You calm down. Okay? Play, not Kajal alone, the table. All of you. Read the instruction. Very, very easy to understand. If you do not understand, call us and we will explain. After we finish the mixed bag, we clear up again before we go, and we're going to end with a quick jig. So really just 5 minutes more. Okay, move on. Materials manager,
Materials
come
manager
and
for each
grab.
team.
There are 5 literacy games and there are 5 numeracy games. Take any. Each one is as fun as the other.
Open the mailbox, give me the number, and then you read the
Everyone needs to sit down. Last table. Okay. Everybody do this, do this, do this. Everybody do this just like me. Everybody do this, do this, do this. Everybody do this just like me. Everybody do this, do this, do this. Everybody do this just like me. Everybody sit down, sit down, sit down. And thank you.
Lovely.
All right. Just before the end, all the 10 games in the mixed bag were on various different concepts of literacy numeracy. There was something with digraphs, something with long and short vowel sounds, something with phonic families, something with descending order, something with position of numbers, quantification of numbers, so plenty. What we really wanted to take home with you is not so much the game. What we want you to take is play games. Doesn't matter what you play. Play four corners, play hopscotch, play what you like. What we really want you to take is to make games an integral part of your learning spaces and environment. If you can make an oath in your school, 1 game per day. That's all you need. And some can be so simple. 4 corners or 5 corners with 5 vowel sounds. What does it take to create? Nothing. Just chalk on tiles, write the 5 vowel sounds and run around. Fire on the mountain. What do we need? Nothing. So I said this is inconsequential. Because it's not the names of the game, it's the game and the gaming and gamification really what we're talking about. Thank you so much. I know there was chaos, but silence is only in the graveyard. So a good classroom has healthy noise. And today we were a brilliant classroom. I'm handing over the mic to Roshan. Just for a few seconds, she's going to do a math jig. Over to you.
Okay, are you ready for the math jig?
Yeah.
Okay, enthusiastic dancers, I saw you last night. So if you do this move, you can match up your last night's enthusiasm. If you don't do it, I'll catch you and say, hey, what were you doing last night that you couldn't do this now? Okay, so let's do the math dance move. Any music? Any music? Music. And we end with this. Ready? Yes. Music. I can feel it. I can't hear it. कुछ भी बजा दो. DJ, play my favorite song. Have you got to me? अरे गाना चला दो, ठीक है? गाना गा दो. Let's go. With addition. Addition, move it. This is your addition move. If I had music, this would be better. So I'm just talking over it. Can I see the addition move? Yes. And let's go. You want to try subtraction? Still no music? I'll keep talking. Subtraction. And let's go. Multiplication.
Today we are canceling
Thank you, Shilpa. Shilpa, she's a fantastic teacher, trainer, wonderful friend, we've known her for years. She's a part of the ECA committee as well. Thank you, Shilpa, for this. I remember when I gave her the brief and she's like, this is just made for me. This is the kind of conferences I attend, where you move, and here she is.
Can we also have Roshan joining?
Yes,
Roshan, please come up.
Please, one of you chores ate up all the gems. I thought sneaky children.
Thank you, Roshan. In early childhood education, and not just that, she's been a school principal of a K-12 school for over 15 years. One of the best in Pune that we have. She was this winning girl that we had to pluck out and say, come on out now. And here she is.